So a brand new 3D printer on Kickstarter, a 4-in-1 3D printer. This 3D printer can print single, can print dual color, it can do laser engraving and also CNC milling. This 3D printer, named ToyDIY2, is brand new on Kickstarter. Getting the latest news and updates right on Zachary's 3D Prints. Hello, this is Zachary from Zachary 3D Prints. This channel is about 3D printing with tips, tricks, tutorials, how to review news, anything 3D printing or 3D printer related you can find right here on this channel. If you're new here and not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and hit the notification button to get the latest news and updates right in your YouTube alerts. And if you want to have an inside scoop before YouTube, check me on Twitter, Zachary_Bergen. And thanks for being here. So before I'm going to start with this video, a little disclaimer. All the pictures and the specs that I'm going to show in this video are from Ecubmaker. So now that is out of the way, let's get into the ToyDIY2, the 4-in-1 3D printer. So the Ecubmaker, the 4-in-1 DIY 3D printer called ToyDIY2. Well, it's like mentioned, a 4-in-1 3D printer with their first Kickstarter campaign. The Ecubmaker decided to get some crowdfunding to get this 3D printer off the ground, or maybe also, like some other brands, are using the Kickstarter campaign as a step up for more popularity to sell this machine. But what is it? Well, it is a 3D printer, obviously, but this 3D printer has not only one single extruder, it has also a dual color extruder. So you can not only print one color, but changing the tool head and you can print dual color. Besides the 3D printing, this machine can also do CNC carving and also changing the tool head into a laser engraver. This 3D printer has also a automatic bed leveling and it uses a linear guide on all of the axes. So let's take a look at the outside from this 3D printer. To the things we can see from this machine. Well, as you can see, one thing is very clear on this 3D printer. It has a very huge wide base, and also one of the things that I directly see are the yellow springs. They are using 2040 aluminum extrusions for the Z-axis frame, and also the display is mounted on top of the base on the right hand side. I don't know why they choose to have it flat, but I can imagine that there is some ideas about it. One comment that I have about this machine: why not just have it a little bit in an angle, so that when you're sitting behind your desk or at your desk and you want to watch on this 3D printer, that you don't have to stand up and look on top of it to see what is on the screen. But let's continue. So the spool holder is very similar like we saw on the Mark III's from Prusa, with on both sides a spool holder. It's looking very robust. We see also a cable management system as in a cable wrap. I see also a lot of things on social media. I'm not sure which kind of site that this is what they are using. I don't see very familiar faces. To be honest, I didn't see anything on Twitter about this 3D printer. So it's for me, this is a very brand new machine. So like mentioned, this 3D printer can print single color, but also dual color, but everything goes through one single hot end. So you don't have two nozzles next to each other and then printing in multiple color. I think it's also recommended to use something like a perch tower to, get some clean prints. Also, this 3D printer is using a carborundum glass bed or a carbon coated glass bed, a very big one. Like mentioned, the printing volume of this 3D printer is 350 times 300 times 350 millimeters in height. And also, this 3D printer does more than only 3D printing. It also do laser engraving. This laser engraving is done with a 1500 megawatts laser power. The laser wavelength is 405 nanometers. The engraving size is around the 350 times 300 times 350 millimeters. I don't know if it can do that in height. I mean, if you have a laser engraver, then it's for the length and for the width, but not for the height, I guess. And the material where you can print on with this laser engraver is wood, leather and plastic. Well, it's what it says here on the Kickstarter campaign. It does look very awesome, very nice. I see that they're also using a bigger sheet of wood. I don't know how you call those things. You can print on leather and on plastic. But other than the laser engraver, it has also CNC carving. Not milling, it's carving. You can use the CNC carver on wood, PMMA, I don't know what that means, PCB. You can engrave your own PCB circuit boards, and you can also print on plastic. Well, the spindle for this this motor is equipped with a high-speed 385 DC motor, whatever that means. The input voltage of this spindle is 24 volts, and the printing size is 350 times 300 millimeters. I'm not going to mention 350 meters in height because it's an encarver, not a milling machine. The RPM for this machine is 14,500. And like mentioned, the materials where you can encarve this with is wood, PMMA, plastic and PCB. Then I also see on the Kickstarter campaign the milling on or the carving on the PCB, on the acrylic and also on the plastic. If you see this, I would recommend to start printing some vacuum cleaner attachments for this, because you get a lot of dust also on the tool head itself. I don't know if it is healthy, yes or no, for the machine, but I can imagine that you want to have the dust as minimal as possible. And it also has an automatic bed leveling system. However, what I find very odd on this bed leveling system, or the auto bed leveling system, it has leveling knobs. When you have a ABL on such kind of machine, why are you needing nuts for? So the prices of this 3D printer. So the cheapest one you can get is with the single tool head, and the price is 290 euros. And then going up, you can check it on the Kickstarter campaign. I'll put the link in the description of this video. But you are still wondering, what is the for tool head price? Well, I'm going to mention that. For the flash sale with 4 tool heads, it's 496 euros. And that is 28% of the price of 899 US dollars. Like mentioned, link I'll put in the description of this video. So to wrap up this video, the Ecubmaker ToyDIY2 on Kickstarter. What are my thoughts about it? What do I think about it? Well, this is a 4-in-1 3D printer with a very cheap price, but at the other hand, a very major price of 500 euros for all 4 tool heads. And then you only have the flash sale. When the prices are going up, you have to pay more. Well, like mentioned, this is a closer look on this 3D printer. I don't have the 3D printer here at home, or else I could show you how this printer is performing, but this is just to inform you which kind of 3D printers you can buy on Kickstarter. And yes, you heard me correctly, it's a Kickstarter, it's not a shopping site. You can also lose your money. So, if you believe in this project and you are willing to spend or to donate the money to this Ecubmaker, then feel free to check the link in the description of this video and check out the 4-in-1 3D printer with a starting price of 290 euros. This video is supported by these Patreon supporters: Tony, Shannon, Lawyer Moses and Michael. Thank you for your awesome support. You can also support this channel by checking the Patreon link in the description of this video. There are also other ways to support this channel by checking the merch in the merch store to get your own Z3DP swag. If you're still watching this video, thank you, you are amazing. On the end card, there are some recommended videos worth watching. Please like this video, share this video with other people and on social media. And hey, let's make some fun with 3D printing. Zachary 3D Prints. Bye bye. So the Ecubmaker maker. So de Ecube? Nog een keer, want anders dadelijk als ik fouten maak, dan komt dat niet. Of ik doe het gewoon helemaal opnieuw. Dat kan ook. En thanks for... This video is sponsored by...